Hi everyone. Just a quick hi to me. If you guys have recently joined us, just say hi. I'll wait for some more members to come and join in. Then we can start our session today about time management. That was recommended by a lot of members in the group, and I was thinking I might have a lot of members joining in today. So let's just wait for some members to join in and say a quick hi to us so we can start about time management because time management is something everybody wants advice about they all keep saying that how should we have time management, how should we maintain time with our kids, how should we do it. This is something all the children struggle in 11 plus, and 11 plus is all about time management. So we have to today I'll be discussing with you all about time management, and I'll wait for some more new members to come in and join us. So if there are new members who are in here, I just saw this one hi, and I'm just wait for some more people to come and say hi to me. The ones who are here, you can just type in and tell me how was your day. So till the time others come and join us, we can at least have a little word about how did you guys manage your day. If your parents, how was your day in the lockdown working from home? That's a nightmare these days for the parents to take care of the kids and work from home. But some of the parents don't find it hard now because the kids are back to school. So at least they have some free time on their own. I can see now the members are coming and joining in. If you have recently joined in, you have not missed anything. You can just say quick hi. I'll just wait for 2 more seconds for some more members to come in. And when I have more members in, so we can start doing it. And I can remind you guys who have joined in, we have a competition going on. I'm waiting for the creative writings of children. I did receive some of them. It's been easier since the kids are back home, back to school. I know it's been easier. Less cooking for the mothers now. I was saying we have a competition going on, creative writing. I'll be posting the best creative writings and the winners on Thursday. I saw one. Hello, hi. If you can write your names also, because I'm going live in all other platforms. I can only see Facebook user. I can't see any of your names. I don't know why this app doesn't give me names of you guys. So today, okay, I can see there are 30 members now who have joined me in from all over, from Facebook, everything else. So I was telling you, we have a competition going on, and if you want to participate in the competition, you're welcome to do that. Not you, your children are welcome to do that. The topic for the creative writing is in the group. You can have a look at that, and you can just try posting you post your child's creative writing or email me, and then I can tell you the winners on Thursday. The winners will be winning free online test from ALT, and that would be an English online test. So you have a good opportunity of winning prizes because I want to help you guys with all the things. So let's go with the topic why we all are here and why did every one of you request this live. Today we are going to talk about time management. Time management is something which is very, very, very important in 11 plus, not even 11 plus, with all the entrances. If you're also preparing your child for uh, private schools also, or if you are higher, if you're preparing for GCSEs and A levels also, time management is something, it goes all the way your kids complete their education. So time management is something very important, and sometimes you feel like your kids do struggle in time. And the thing is, I'm going to tell you some tips. This is what I think as a tutor, as a mother. But again, every child is different. Don't please take my PowerPoint, what I have made for you guys, personally in a negative way. Just take it in a positive way. This is a way a way to help you guys basically. So let me start sharing my screen with you all, and I will not be here. I've removed myself. So today, what I'm going to discuss, if you all can see the screen, please let me know that Shima, we can see the screen. Just give a thumbs up if you can see the screen, because sometimes this app doesn't let me to see the screen. So please let me know if you all can see it. If you can see the screen, just say a hi to me. Sorry I'm late, that's fine. Don't worry, I have not started. I was waiting for you guys to join in. If you all can see the screen, please let me know. Oh, you all can. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Because remember, one time I was going on saying stuff and none of you were able to do it. And all the kids who have joined me, remember that your Easter break is coming, and we'll be doing some live sessions for the kids in Easter for boosting their confidence in maths and English and verbal, not verbal, as we are doing from ages. So let's go back to the point, time management. Time management is something which is very, very important, and all the kids really feel they struggle in time. So if you look at the first slide, tells you about time management can help you follow step by step directions, turn in your homework in time. Turn in homework in time means that all the work, if you're doing tuition or something, you should remember to keep up to the point and don't just keep everything to the end, because I see that in the tuition and in the house, if you are tutoring your child yourself, you should maintain a timetable. I'll be discussing about the timetable everything later. Waste don't not waste time when you're doing schoolwork, so you have more free time. You should just get your plan away. So the first thing is a revision plan. This is something I keep saying everyone. You should always have a revision plan. Before doing time management, what time management? Why you want to time your child? These are the questions as a parent you need to ask yourself. So you have to have a revision plan. You have to have a plan in mind. You need to have a goal. Basically, I say a goal or a plan, whatever you say. A revision plan is help you to organize your time effectively so that you are more likely to achieve your goals. Try these steps to help you create your perfect revision plan. Work out how much time you have by. So, basically, in this, I mean that you need to think about how much time you have with your child after school. Because remember that the kids are back to school. Normally, as I'm talking as a mother today, I'm not talking as a tutor. As a mother, when my son was taking his 11 plus, we used to have a plan that after coming back from school, you cannot tell your child after coming back from school to start revising for 11 plus. That's not practical, and your child won't even do it. So you have to think about a plan, a revision plan, in a way that suits your child. You have to give your child some time to play. You have to give your child some time for his other activities, whatever he likes. So you have to make a plan. After school, normally your child comes back at 3:30, 3:30. That's the primary school time of coming back. And some kids, if the parents are working, they come back home around 4:35, something like that. So you have to think about that. When your child come back, give your child some time to rest, relax, have a bath. Normally kids don't have a bath before they go back to they go to school. So have a bath, eat something. Never start doing your anything with your child for 11 plus uh, without feeding your child. If your child is hungry, if you're timing your child for anything, your child will say, Mom, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. So you don't want your child to keep saying the thing again and again, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. So it's better feed your child, and then after you have feed your child, you should follow your revision plan. Decide how long you want each revision session to be. Refer to your goals for each subject. Make sure your plan is realistic and include breaks. So you have to think about breaks. Obviously, you cannot just time your child from, uh, let's imagine, after coming, I'm talking about weekdays, you might have more time in weekends, but in weekdays, you will have less time. So you cannot tell your child to study from 4 to 8. That's not practical. Your child won't say anything to you because some children might say, Mom, I'm too tired, or Dad, I'm too tired. But some kids, if they are like they're too scared of the parents or they obey the parents each and everything, every time they will not say you that they're tired, but half their mind would be somewhere else. Normally, I have seen children are active only they can study together at this age. I'm not talking about the age GCSE level or A level. In this age, the kids can study for 2 hours at a time, or maximum 1.5, 2 hours, not more than that. Because if you go for papers, all the papers in 11 plus are 50 to 60 minutes. So if you do one paper, give your child little rest for the next one. And you cannot do two papers at a time because it's not practical right now. And you have to have a goal. You have to make a goal with your child. Yeah, this is your goal. When you're timing your child, you should always have a goal set in your mind that within this week I'm going to finish this topics with my child. So try completing your goal and don't overload your child with goals like what your friends does, because as parents you have a habit of follow your friends. So sometimes you follow your friends in good ways and in bad ways also. Something which suit your child might not choose your friend's child might not choose suit your child. So be a little practical in choosing all this wherever you are. Second is dealing with distraction. This is something I've told you. It is normal to get distracted sometimes, but the key is recognize when you are getting distracted and do something about it. There are three things you can do. Keep yourself focused. This is something what for the children to see. Dealing with distraction when they think that they are getting distracted by the timetable made by the mother or the father, and they're getting distract and they don't want to concentrate more. So it's really normal to get distracted. It's not like there won't be any child who won't get distracted. When we have online sessions, I see that children do get distracted. And some of the children feel like, what, why we doing this? Why we are online? Because having 2 hours classes face to face is better for children than having them online. So children do get distracted. You have to bear in mind that your child will get distracted. There are three things you can do when you think your child is distracted. If you know there is something you are likely to get distracted by, for example, your mobile phone, put it on the flight mode or remove it from your study zone altogether. So these are the things I have seen that children get distracted because of the social media these days. They like going on social media all the time when they're studying. So if you think that you cannot time your child and your child is getting distracted, you can try doing this. Take the mobile away from them. Mobile is something these all the kids have these days. There's no child won't have a mobile with them. So you have to take the mobile away from them. Work with clear desk. Get out only what you need and nothing else. So don't get like, if you have revision books, you have verbal, non-verbal, maths, English, you have vocabulary cards, you have school homework, you have tuition homework. So don't keep everything on the desk. Looking at that, your child would be like, oh my God, will my mother do all this? Or will my dad do all of these things? So give them the opportunity to choose what they want to choose. This is something, tell them to choose what they want to do and then try timing them. And find a quiet space to work where you won't be distracted. Make sure your friends and family know that you are revising and ask them not to distract you all. So, if you want your child to do something on their own, like do a worksheet or something on their own, don't try to sit next to your child. Because I have seen that, my personal experience, parents have a habit of sitting next to their child when they are doing some work. Keep the timer in front of your child and tell, here's your timer, I'm timing you, and I'm going to come back in the room after 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever time you have timed your child. I'll come after that. Don't try to sit next to your child when you have put the timer on, because your child won't tell you, but your child will get distracted looking at you all the time, looking at the timer. So you don't want your child to look at the timer because you won't be there in any of the entrances your child give. So try having your child in the room without noticing that you are around. I have seen that. I don't know how many parents do that, but in online also I see that parents have a habit of sitting next to the children and see how they're doing and how they are preparing for 11 plus. Online has given have some positive and some negative also. Positive is that the students do concentrate a little more and they get more one-to-one attention. But the negative is that the parents have a habit of just looking at what the kids are doing. And I have seen that, I have also referred to a lot of tutors, they say that they have a lot of parents looking at what work they are doing with the kids. And it's sometimes it's so strange, like you ask the answer question to a child, a parent is answering, oh, my child didn't understand that. So try, let your child focus whatever work they do, and let them just concentrate the way they are doing. This one I really love it. This is something I found on the net. I thought I will definitely put this in the PowerPoint, because all the parents have to do the time management in this way. So basically, you have to set your goals correctly. You have to know what your goals are, what do you want to achieve by timing your child. Second one is prioritize wisely. You have to do the one you think your child struggles more. Set a time limit. You have to set a time limit. You cannot tell your child to keep doing maths forever. Like if your child, your child is slow in maths, the best thing is to time them. You cannot tell them to take as much time they want, because 11 plus is all about time management. You cannot take ages for doing one particular thing. And I would say that it's almost Easter now, and this is the best time for you all to start timing your kids. And when you have start timing your kids, you have to have a goal and a target, and what you want to achieve after timing your child. You have to take breaks in between. This is something I told you before also. Take breaks between the task. If you're timing your child for a maths paper, I'm talking about revision sessions. When you do with your child, in revision sessions, you'll be doing a lot of papers with your child. So if you time your child for a paper, the best thing is time your child. Don't do it, okay, this is your paper, do it before lunch break, then after lunch we'll do something else. Time your child. Tell them, I'm going to time you for 60 minutes. You have to do the paper and give it to me, and I'll check the paper for you. Don't let the children check the paper, because I have seen that some parents have a habit of let the children to check the paper, and they tell the children, okay, it's your time, you do the paper, then you will be the one who will be checking the paper, so you know your mistakes. Because kids are really clever. When they see that the parents are telling them to check the paper, they might give themselves high marks. So you don't want that to happen, that your child getting high marks, and then when they go for 11% entrances, they won't achieve what you want them to achieve. So the best thing is, let your child do the paper. Don't check the paper there and then. Give your child a break. Check the paper in the break, and afterwards, when your child is doing another paper, you can check the paper that time. In this way, your child won't be so much focused on his work, what corrections he's done. And after that, the best thing is, I think in revision sessions, like I'm talking about August and things like that, when you're planning, or Easter break, when you're planning to papers, try make doing the papers in the morning, and then keep the afternoons after lunch, because after lunch is the time your kids are not so active, because they don't get they are this is the time they start getting what do you say, sleepy and things like that. They want rest, they want breaks. That's the time you can check the paper, and then you can go with the mistakes. So these are the things you have to make sure about, all these things what you want. And the next thing is, organize yourself. Organization is something very, 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 very important. If you don't organize yourself, how would you tell your child what to do? You can't get confused in front of your child when you're timing them. If your child is struggling or something, I know as personally what parents do. If a child is struggling about something, they say that, okay, you're struggling on this, let's go on something else. Don't do that. Let your child struggle. Struggle is the way of learn. If your child won't struggle, your child won't learn. And this is a way of we do in a tuition. We see the kids are struggling, like ratio is the thing. I've seen kids do struggle in that, and keep doing it again and again. If you keep doing the things again and again, that will be a way of your child to learn their mistakes. You cannot do that if your child has got less, and you can not just say that, okay, I'm not going to do anything else with you. You're struggling on this, let's move on to something else. This is something new for your child, and your child will definitely struggle. You won't expect a 10-year-old to start doing papers without struggling. If your child is doing something, your child will struggle in the first time. As parents, you need to encourage your child and tell them it's okay, it's fine. And I'm also telling you from experience, if you go for the first mock test, your child will not achieve good marks because he will do struggle with the mock test. And as parents, never tell your child, see what have you done. If you do this in the real test, how would all my money and all my money, all the tuition money, everything is gone. All my preparation is gone. Never say that to your child. So let's move on to the next one. Time for everything. This is something I've already told you. You need to time your child for every single thing. 11 plus is all about timing. If you don't time your child will struggle. So the best thing is try to time yourself for anything you do, could be assessments or papers. You have to do it. And the tips what I keep telling the parents about timing is that all of you should try timing your child for each and everything. In the beginning, your child will struggle. And after some time, you will see that your child will not struggle. With practice, you will be fine. This is for the kids I've written because I have kids. We when we do the online, when we do give them assessments and test, when we are live, when online, and I see them struggling and they say, oh, Ashima, we are really struggling. I have a habit of timing them for each and everything, and I always say that to the parents that please, please, please time them for every single thing. And the best thing for timing your child are the 10 minutes books. So if you think that your child is struggling a lot in the assessments, leave the assessment papers for the time in, go for 10 minutes papers, because try timing your child for the 10 minutes papers and then see if your child is struggling or not. They will improve with time. And never do that, oh, my child is struggling, so let me do something else. Because this is the way you're telling them, oh, you can't do this, do something else. You don't want your kids to do that. If your child has got really bad marks in the mocks, if you then you should try doing more mocks and tell them their mistakes. Mocks is a good way of telling the child the areas what they are struggling in. So this is something I have done is what the kids have to do. You can have a look at this one. They have to decide important but not urgent, decide when to do these tasks, delicate, urgent but not important, delicate these tasks if possible. You have to make a plan about all the things you are doing, because kids have a habit of saying that I don't want to do this, mom. And always start, this is something as a mother I'm telling you guys, start with the thing you think your child struggles the most. And I know all the children struggle with comprehension. When you start studying in the morning, in Easter break or in August, always try doing with something they don't like, because in the morning their brain is sharp. and if you try doing something they like, they'll just do it in a minute. And all the boys and girls love maths. So they would say, oh, let's do maths. Don't try doing maths in the morning. Try doing comprehension in the morning or the English paper in the morning. Or if you want to do vocabulary cards, try doing the vocabulary cards in the morning. Something which you think your child will struggle. And after that, take a break after doing a paper. And after that, when you take a break, let them choose what they want. They should also get the opportunity of choosing what they want to do it. And try making 11 plus as fun. Don't make 11 plus like a terror, like wake them up 6 in the morning and tell them, oh, you have to study and you really have to do it. Don't do that. Set a timetable with your child and try having the timetable for something what they love. This is something I really love. This is time and goal. For everything what you do with your child, you should have a timetable and a goal set. Setting time constraint for completing task helps you be more focused and efficient. So you should have a goal. This is what we are going on saying from the beginning. You should have a setting time constraints. Constraints for completing tasks helps you to be more focused and efficient. Making the small extra effort to decide on how much time you need to allot for each task can also help you recognize potential problems before they arise. That way, you can make plans for dealing with them. So, you should always have different plans. You should have a homework plan. For school, homework should also be not be neglected by studying for 11 plus. Playtime. Playtime is all the kids love playtime. So always try having a playtime, a bath time. Bath time would be I'm telling you guys, bath time would be something your kids would be loving it. They would be like when you tell them, okay, now you can have a bath. They will be spending more time for having a bath. Family support time. As a family, always say your child, oh, you did so well today. Never tell them you did so bad today. All my target is gone. As a parent, you should always, always, always tell your child about good things about what they have done and make a timetable for every single thing what you're doing with your child. Have a timetable set. In the morning, you'll do this. In the afternoon, you'll do this. And you should have a goal. Like, this is my goal. We have to complete 10 to 11 book by April. We have to do assessment papers. We should start doing assessment papers in July onwards. So you should have a goal. Goal could be another way of saying that, okay, today we are going to do so many vocabulary cards. Tomorrow we are going to do this. We are going to do, and always have a break in between. You don't expect your child to study Monday to Sunday. If you want your child to do that, your child will not focus so much. So always have a free day and let your child decide which day. Normally, kids prefer having Fridays as a free day, and when you have a free day, that is the day, as parents, you have to just tell your child to do whatever they want. Don't force them to think about 11 plus or any other entrances they're giving, and just enjoy that time. Have the brains free. Because as stressed you are looking at your child will get that much stress. So the best thing is don't get stressed and don't get them stressed. Let them live normally and enjoy to study with 11 plus or any other entrances they are giving, and just set a goal with them. And that's like, if your child try to be naughty, then you'll say that I've given you more time to play and things like that. Now it's my turn. Sometimes as parents, you also have to be strict with your child. You can't just take it easy, because if you leave something towards the end, you won't be able to cope up in the end. Because if you leave I'm giving an example, if you leave the assessment papers for the end, you will not be able to uh, do it, and your child will become stressed out. And I would always say that it's you have the COVID now, but before COVID, I always used to tell the parents that have a week break, go out on holidays, take your child on holidays. But now everything is going to open. Just take them to a seaside or somewhere for a day or so in London itself. Take them out somewhere they like and just enjoy 1 or 2 days with them without thinking about 11 plus. I guarantee you, kids who take breaks and come back and study do better than the ones who are going on studying, and have no breaks at all. So you have to plan ahead. Make sure you start every day with a clear idea of what you need to do, what you need to get done that day. Consider making it a habit uh, to at the end of each workday, go ahead and write out you to do list for the next working day. That way you can hit the ground running the next morning. This is something, it's really, I see that it really works with all the kids. You have to make sure you start every day with a clear idea. Okay, today is Thursday. These are the things I'm going to do with you. And in the end, also, when you're making a plan ahead, you're making a plan, what are you going to do the next day? Let your child also contribute in the plan. You cannot, as parents, just give them a plan. Oh, today we are going to do this, blah, 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 blah. Next day we are going to do this. And the child is like, oh, can I tell my mom? I don't want to do it tomorrow. Because your child should also contribute in the plan what you make for them, because it's their life. And you have to write down in the end of the day and tell them that Yes, today you have achieved what I thought we will be doing. And do a well done to your child. Tell them well done to your child, and tell them also that they have worked really hard. So you have to have a plan. This is something I really love. Wasting time. Never try to work in the room which distract you. In this, I would say that never make your child work in the room with the siblings there, because I have seen that a lot of parents do that. In one way, they tell the child, "Oh, can you do this for me? Do this paper for me, or do this assessment paper for me?" And the other way, they're playing with the siblings. They are having good fun with the siblings. Try and work with your child in a separate room, or let your child work in a room which they prefer, because this would be a time waste of that. Because if they have their siblings around them, they would concentrate more on them than on the work they are doing. You can tell the siblings that your brother or your sister is working now. Definitely they're going to play, have a good time with you, they'll play with you, but give them some time to do it. Because if they have a siblings around them, or they have the TV around them, they have the TV on. If the parents, you say, okay, you do this, and as mothers, you'll say, okay, let me watch some TV serials. You concentrate on your work. That is asking a too much. It's like wasting time. You won't be able to tell your child. Your child would be saying, what am I doing? Why am I working if my mother can't even come see what I'm doing, and she's watching TV, or she's doing anything else, or you say your siblings, the siblings are having a good time. Never do that. Some parents think that they're helping their child. They tell the siblings, okay, you can go out, you can have fun, your brother will join you. Let the sibling also come sit next to them and do their work, if that's the way they can help, so both of them can are working. So the child who's working for 11 plus or any other entrance won't feel neglected. They won't feel like you are doing something interesting with the other sibling what you're not doing with them. This is some way of wasting your time. That's a calendar now. So you have to make a calendar. I think so all the parents should do this in 11 plus. They should try to make a calendar and utilize your calendar for more long time management. Write down the deadlines for the task, or for the tasks that are part of completing before the entrance. Think about which days might be best to dedicate to specific tasks. For example, books need to be completed before Easter, or topics need to be completed. So you have to make a calendar, and you have to mark, you have to think what you want to achieve towards that. And as parents, you should be working with your child, and not you should not just expect everything. If you have a tuition, don't expect everything to be done by the tutor, because tutors are there to help you guys, but tutors are not God. They will not do something which a parent can't do. So always try making a calendar with your child, and try achieving the goals. Set a goal and try doing tasks, and books need to become completed. If you all are doing preparing for 11 plus, I would say that you should all start completing all the books now, and start doing papers and things like that after Easter, definitely. Because if you leave everything till the end, you won't be able to do it, because there are some topics which I can't see in the books, like speed. All these topics are not there. So if you look at the bond books, are the ones everybody like doing them, but bond books are a mixture of all the topics. And when you start doing bond books with your child, you should also be doing the concepts, because doing bond books will make your child really, they'll be like, what am I doing, why I'm doing so much, I don't even know half of the things. And if you're taking a tutor, let them do the topic side by side, and you can do books with them. In a way, you'll be covering two things. But you should definitely have a task. You should make a task and say that what's there and what's not there. So that's my last one. And the last one, I would say that I'll stick here because next one is that you should all like the video. So I'll talk more about other things, and there'll be more time for the parents to ask the questions, because then we can put your questions on the site. Like if you have any other questions, great tips about checking. Thanks for sharing this, Ashima. Oh, you're welcome. There's any other question you guys want to ask, you can ask me about time management, because time management, remember, is something very, very, very important. And I would say that all the children should try doing time, and always time your children for every single thing what they do for 11 plus. I'm just looking if you guys have any other questions I can answer you guys now. I actually spoke for 37 minutes. Wow. If you guys have anything for time management, you want to ask anything, I'm just putting all the questions if I find. I'm just looking. It's better, easier since the kids. Oh, that someone just wrote about kids are still at home. So if you guys have anything about time management, please feel free to ask me, because time management is something very, very, very important in 11 plus. You cannot try doing 11 plus without timing your child. I have one. Thanks for sharing the useful tips. Do you have any templates for the calendar plan? I might find some. Let me just stop sharing the screen. Let me share the last page. I love the last page because that will give me more likes from you guys. I can, you can make your own plans. Let me just stop sharing the screen now with you guys. Yep. You wanted to know some calendar plans, right? There could be some. I can, if I search online, I'm just looking. Calendar plans. Or you need templates. I know there are lots in Twinkle. If you are, I don't know if you have. There are lots and lots of one, and you can make your own one, because kids are really good these days. They can try making their own plans, calendars. Because I remember when I was small, I used to make my own calendar. I never used to buy any. I just used to make my own. I can't see any online. I can just see that. I'll see if I can find some. I can put it for you. I have another one here. Thanks for the presentation. We have just started preparing for the 11 plus. Would you suggest in the 2 hours after school to do maths, English, verbal, and non verbal every day? We have to still study topics and not doing papers yet, or or focus on one or two areas in every day and then alternate. You cannot. That was I was telling you while coming back from school. You cannot expect your child to do all four papers in a day. You have to time your child. You have to make a calendar. That's the reason I told you should try making a calendar. And in the calendar, try making the areas your child is struggling. Because you normally have more time on the weekends and you have less time on the weekdays. So try doing something on the weekdays, like if your child is struggling in comprehension, try doing comprehension in the week, one of the days in the weekday, and try doing if your child is good in maths, because maths is something I would say you should do every day. What I used to do with my child was I used to make my son do mental maths books. They are really good. I used to make him do mental maths books in the morning before going to school, because they were easy books for him to do it before going to school. Because when the children are in the morning, they are too active, I would say, and they get up at 7 and they go to school at 8:30. So if you give your child breakfast at 7:30 sometime, you still have 1 hour, 7:30 to 8:30. And that is the time you can do some work. You can do some vocabulary sheets, or you could do some 10 minutes papers. I mean, 10 minutes books are the best to be done in the morning. I used to do 10 minutes books with my son in the morning before he used to go to school, mental maths or 10 minutes books. Because you can't expect your child to do so much before he goes to school. And these days, the tuition centers also give so much homework. Your child has so much work to do. So try making a calendar, try making a timetable, and try making something you think your child is struggling at, the topics, what topics you need to cover, and just try doing that. Because kids are the one, they'll be like, oh mom, I've done this, oh dad, I've done that. They will be. And there's something I always keep saying, and I'll say it again now, is that comprehension is something the children struggle at, and vocabulary is something again they struggle at. If you think your child is struggling in vocabulary and comprehension, I would say that to make a diary. Children are really good in making their own diaries. I had a girl last year. She was really clever. She made her own dictionary. She made her own dictionary from A to Z. She used to write all the words, what she used to struggle in verbal, in English, everything in that. Whatever I used to tell her teacher, whatever papers we used to do, she used to say, "Oh, Ashima, I'm struggling at that. Let me just write down in my dictionary." She used to write the word, find the meaning, ask from me also sometimes. I used to use my phone to tell her the meanings of the words, what she's struggling at. And this girl was so clever. She topped 180 in Bexley. She was number 4 in Wellington in Croydon School. She went into Croydon School, so she did really well. So try making dictionaries and things like that for the children. And mock test is a good idea. I'm not saying because ALT has mock test that, oh, please buy ALT mock test. I'm saying mock tests are good for the reason you will come to know your child weaknesses. If you are tutoring your child, having a mock test is good to know the areas your child is struggling, so you can focus on that areas more. When I went for open evening for my son in Wellington Grammar, that's a grammar school, I met a boy there and I asked him, how did you pass your 11 plus? He told me, I did not tutor, I did not take any tuition. The only thing I took was mock test. I went to different providers. I used to take the mock test every alternate week just to see where I'm struggling. And taking different mock tests, I worked on the areas I was struggling with my parents, and I'm here. So taking mock tests could be a good idea to know the areas your child is struggling. And taking a mock test is good in two ways, because in our country, this is not back in India like we guys used to have entrances all the time, end of the year test, all that. We don't have this anything in primary schools here. So going for a mock test would also give your child the atmosphere of the real test, and they will also come to know that how the real test is timed. I know because of the COVID last year, everything was online. But also, when you're going for online mock tests, try looking at the mock tests which are timed. Don't go for the mock tests which tell you have to do the paper there and then. Do the paper, time yourself, and give it back. Just look for providers who do it, who give you the paper, who time you guys basically. Just go with the ones who time your child and it's the paper is timed. And this I've answered your question now. There's any other question you guys have? I remember I need to find the calendar of templates for you. Manish, I'll do that for you. That's something I have in my mind. If I forget, which I think I won't, just remind me about that. And this video would be here. It'll be live. The video will be here. I think so. Facebook is changing something. They are The watch party is going away. I keep getting that reminders all the time. From the 18th of April, you won't have any watch parties. So all these videos, what we do in Facebook, will be gone. But all the videos what ALT do can be found on our YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I will say that all of you should do it, because you have a lot of education videos, and all the videos what we do in Facebook, all the videos can be found there. Or still, if you want to see the videos, you could also see in ambitious learning tuition page. If you have guys have not started following that page, please do it now. There's anything else you guys want to ask me, or any other inquiries you have? I'm just looking. There's no other questions now. And remember, if you have any other things and I have not answered it, please feel free to just, if you want to message me, just message me, or you can just type in here, and I'll try to answer all your questions. Thanks for your effort. Oh, you're welcome. I know. Somebody's writing, my ALT group has become too quiet now. I know that. Don't worry, I'll make everyone be more active now. Easter is coming, so when I'll go more live, I'll do learning sessions with their kids. Everybody will become so active. I'm here. I know you're here. You didn't ask me anything. Anand, you didn't ask me anything. Him, you didn't ask me anything, both of you. Are you guys missing the lessons? We really had a good feedback. I got so many messages. Thank you, all of you. There were some kids who really passed their 11 plus entrances from YouTube. They didn't have any tutor. They just used to come for our ALT lessons on YouTube in the Easter and in the lockdown period last year. So they all missed the lessons. Don't worry, we'll have the lessons back. If there's anything you guys want to ask, please feel free to ask, and always ask, because we'll be always here to reply to all your inquiries, everything you guys have, anything you think you're struggling. Thanks for teaching me. I didn't teach anything today. I just give you guys some advice today. They're really lovely kids. I never had so many children I had ever. I never helped so many children in my life, which I have helped during this lockdown. They were around every time. I always used to have around 200 kids. In the lockdown last year, I helped 200 kids who used to come to Facebook Live and YouTube Live all together. There were around, I counted all of them, there were 250 of them. And I did get messages with all of them, and thankfully, all of them did really well. So I hope that with our help this year also, we'll be able to help all the kids who participate in our life and who participate in the group things. And if you guys have any other things about time management, please feel free to ask me. And this is the best time. I would say that you should start timing your children for every single thing, and never think that you can, that if your child does anything good, it's really good. And I also want to share something with you guys now. It's about our website, and we are also, if you're looking for, we are also doing some mock test. I have not advertised yet, but I'll be doing it later. You guys are the first one I'm advertising with. Let me be on the side. So this is our website. If you want to look for mock test, online mock test, because this is the one we are doing right now, and we'll be doing the other ones also. So just go on Ambitious Learning Tuition website and you would find the mock test we have for this year. This is for the online mock test right now, and we will be doing the center one also, face to face one. Just click on any of the mock tests you want. We have the ALT online mock test for Kent, Bexley, Newstead, and St. Olives. And the ones for Kent and Bexley, if you are giving CEM, I would say you can go for. Last year we had a lot of children who went for Bexley, and if you go for the Kent one, that's for the GL style. So you have the opportunity of booking the mock test from our website. And mock tests are, as I told you, are really good for time management. You can also try doing that. And our mock tests are not the ones like, if you look at our mock tests have been referred by all the big companies. I was just telling you, if you look at any company, a lot of companies have also recommended our mock test. So all the companies have always refer our mock test. And if you're looking for good mock test, I would say that you can also go for our mock test. And if you look at the website, which I'm going to show you, this website is 11 plus help. I think so. Whatever this is, I don't know. The website name is a really 11 plus exams. So they tell you which are the best mock tests in Bromley webs in Bromley. So if you look at here, they have recommended us as that. They said that London Bromley 11 plus mock test provider ambitious learning tuition. So they have also recommended our mock test. So it's not only us, it's all the other people are also recommending ALT mock test. So you can go and book our mock test because we have some special offers for you guys for ALT this weekend. You can take our mock test for £45. Actual price for the mock test is £60, and you can just go for it. And if you're looking for the face to face one, you need to wait for a couple of days because we need the COVID. We want them to be COVID free. We can't just give the mock test to the kids. We have to think about which ones are best for QE. I would say that for QE, you could go for, just go on your area, which area you are, and go for mock masters. Mock masters are really good. I tried mock masters with my son, and chakras are good. Try chakra. So there's any other question you guys have from time management, feel free to ask me, and I'll see you guys back next week, or I'll try doing something this week because I really missed all the kids when they come live with us. So try coming with us and try doing something good. And if you also, the thing what I tell you guys, that all of you should be try following us in other things areas, because our Facebook page is also a one which I really love. Which ones I've answered you. So there's any other thing you guys want to ask, or you want any other inquiries, just feel free to message me or do anything. I will be there to answer all your inquiries. And I know the parents are really quiet in this group. Don't worry about that. Everybody becomes active maybe after some time. So I really want to thanks the one who joined us live today. And don't forget to like the video and always just try sharing this video with all your friends. If you have any other things, anything else your friend want to understand or want to know, we are always there to help you guys. Bye everyone.